Alright, against odds time. Eon hubbing our way through Modern. This is reasonable. We don't have any of our Eon Hub payoff cards, so we got a hub, got a finisher, got a snapcaster. Oh lord. Well, hopefully this is the Eldrazi build of Tron. Oh, Mono Blue Tron? I don't know if that's much better. Might be a little better. If they don't have Karns / Ugins, we can kind of play with them. Provoking Whisper is going to steal your Ulamog. That would be a sweet way to win. Crack the map, get another Tron piece, probably whatever they don't have in their hand. Oh, Island? Well, they're playing it slow. We got all our finishers. Well, we got Scrying Sheets, so we get to start digging for snow permanents. Thirst, Mindslaver. Or after sideboarding we get a shot. I guess we could also... we could also potentially get it with Karn. Skipping upkeeps doesn't do anything, right? Not really. And there's another piece. Land, please? Their path. Not really what we wanted. Now, this doesn't feel great, but I think we need to do this main phase to try to find a land. There's a land. And then we're going to pass the turn and pitch Path, I guess? They have another Thirst. They're getting pretty close to the Mindslaver lock. There's the tower. Treasure Mage. Wormcoil. Ooh. Well, let's draw some cards. Vanish into memory on the Wormcoil. Draws us 6 cards. It will come back into play since we don't have the Eon Hub down. But drawing 6 for 4 seems reasonable. Did we seriously not find a land? We found a tapped land. Well, I guess we Serum Visions. Put on top. Put on top. Play Frostmarsh. Pass the turn. Discard a ton of cards. Well, if we get to resolve an Eon Hub, things all of a sudden look awesome for us. Because then we have unlimited Pact of Negations, almost. Ugin. Ugin is also bad, although we can eventually beat it with a Karn. Alright, we take 3 from Ugin. They have something else, too. Academy Ruins gets back Mindslaver. Take our beats from Treasure Mage. Wormcoil comes back. Oh. Oh, I didn't, I forgot about the end of that card. Well, Stony Silences, negates, probably Disenchant as well. Going out, maybe we just go with Stony Silences, go down a couple of Cover of Winters, the Slaughter Pact, and go to 1 Cover of Winter? Because it does get beat by Ugin. Let's try it like that. Alright, this is reasonable. See how quickly our opponent can put things together. Island and map. Stony Silence would be great if we could cast it. Serum Visions, well, put on top, put on top. Scrying Sheets, pass the turn. So we didn't get to Stony Silence the map, but we will get to Stony Silence next turn, which is still decent. Actually, maybe we don't even Stony Silence yet. Maybe we wait 1 more turn and leave up our counters. They're going to crack the map in response anyway, so it doesn't really get us out from under the map. There's the power plant, so they're getting their mana going. Now we get to Scrying Sheets. Hopefully hit a land. Or we know there's land on top. Get an island. Ooh, there's Eon Hub. So let's Stony Silence. Opponent's going to negate. Do we fight this and risk our opponent playing a huge something? I think we'll let it go. Yeah, because there's the Tron piece. So they have a ton of mana, so we really need to be able to counter something here. Alright, let's delay the Sundering Titan. Hopefully we get our Eon Hub down. Come on, land. Oh, Whisper. Alright, we gotta pass. That's bad. Now we might die to Sundering Titan. If they can, if they can counter our Eon Hub, we really need the land right there. There's the Thirst. Discards a Relic. Alright, Scrying Sheets gives us a land. Karn. Is there any point in waiting 1 more turn? Sundering Titan. There's 1 more turn. I guess we could. We could draw, like, land into... Or we could draw Pact of Negation, maybe? Yeah, let's pass and see what our opponent does. We are priced into playing Eon Hub next turn, pretty much no matter what. Fabricate. Searches for an artifact. Probably Mindslaver. Yep. And we get Boreal Shelf. Ugh. Alright, let's play Boreal Shelf and pass. We can't let them just 1, 2, 3. They have the mana for Mindslaver. Oh, this is bad. This is a bad situation. And we have to discard. I guess we can pitch the cover of Winter. We're going to lose 2 lands here, unfortunately. There's Mindslaver. Well, let's try to counter it. Opponent counters back. Yep. Well, we're pretty much dead. And a map. I guess we could draw Stony Silence would probably be our best draw here. Snow-covered plains. Thing is, we're going to get Mindslavered. We could draw a bunch of cards, but it doesn't give us the mana we need. Yeah, we're dead. Unfortunate. Alright, against odds, Eon Hub. Let's see if we can get it done this time. This looks like a creature deck of some kind. There's our cover of Winter. Now we just need to find an Eon Hub and lock it in. Seriously? Is this some sort of Eldrazi deck with Noble Hierarch and Ancient Stirrings? Bant Eldrazi? Cover of Winter. Just gotta find our Eon Hub. Jeez, all the Ancient Stirrings. Finds a Plains. Beats down with Noble Hierarch. And let's Scrying Sheets. Can't really play Cover of Winter yet, because it takes a lot of our mana. Beats down with Hierarch. Alright, Scrying Sheets. Hits a... There's an Eon Hub. We are getting close, boys and girls. Let's play Snow-Covered Island, pass the turn. So ideally, our opponent will play something, we delay it, untap Eon Hub, and then untap Cover of Winter. Something along those lines. Ooh, here it comes. So we get to delay this thing, the Drowner of Hope. Ooh, Reality Smasher. Well, we will delay that as well. Delay Reality Smasher. Ooh, and a Slaughter Pact? That's awesome. Because remember, even though we don't have any black mana, we can Slaughter Pact because we don't have an upkeep. So hopefully our opponent like just taps out for Drowner. There's Drowner. Yep. Take our beats. Now we get to Vanish into Memory Drowner. This is awesome. And draw 5 cards. Oh, they're gonna path their Drowner in response? Alright. That's fine. We got another one. So we don't get the big card draw, but I think we're still in alright shape. Unless they can kill our Eon Hub. Because we can always just try this again. Here comes the beats with the dorks. Another land. What's the big play? Ulamog would be bad. Worldbreaker. Gonna get rid of our Eon Hub. Alright, that's bad. Oh, and we drew the delay to a turn too late. Alright, I guess we just gotta pass for now. Oh, so Reality Smasher starts counting down again. Oh, we might just have to Vanish into Memory this thing. This does not feel good, because it's gonna come back. Another Drowner. Here it comes. Worldbreaker. 1, 3, 4. We get to keep 2 cards. So we get to Serum Visions. Well, let's put Whispers to the bottom, Elspeth to the top. Play the Plains. Pass the turn. Oh, that's gonna be coming down too. Yeah. We're gonna die. We're dead. Worldbreaker got us good there. Ghostly Prison, Journey to Nowhere, Detention Sphere, go down a Vanish, go down a 1 Cover of Winter, and a 1 Serum Visions. Let's try it like that. Alright, we got some stuff. Is it good enough? We do not know. Have to see how explosive our opponent's hand is. Alright, Snow-Covered Island, Serum Visions. Alright, we'll put them both on top. We'll draw the Snapcaster first. You have Maya Coast into Ancient Stirrings. Gets a Thought Knot. Pretty annoying. Marsh Flats, go. There's Ayavugan. So let's Snow-Covered Island, Snapcaster Mage, Flashback Serum Vision. They're just going to counter the Serum Visions? Okay. Sure. Ooh, but our opponent did... Oh, okay. They're slow rolling us. Probably just takes Elspeth, I assume. Seems like that's got to be the right play. Yep, takes Elspeth. And an Ancient Stirrings, of course. Sure, why not? Gets a Drowner of Hope. Now let's play Snow-Covered Plains. And I guess we just pass? Attacks with Thought Knot. We will chump. Cavern, of course. Plays a Drowner. Well, let's play this island, play Eon Hub, see if we continue to live. If they have a World Breaker, we're all but dead. Ancient Stirrings finds another Thought-Knot Seer. Plays Thought-Knot Seer, has their choice of which to take. Yep, okay. Well, Cover of Winter is probably our best draw. Down to 9. So we can Vanish into Memory the Drowner. I think we gotta do that. And hope we draw into some sweet stuff. Oh, they have Path. Alright, that does it. Our opponent had it all. Aye. Alright, against Odds Time, Eon Hub in Modern. We got Eon Hubs. And Scrying Sheets. Not much else. See what our opponent's up to. Verdant Catacombs. Ooh, there's the Cover of Winter. We have the combo. Just a matter of putting it together without getting hit by discard. And finding a plains, I guess. We do get to start scrying sheets next turn. Looting. Aye. Well, we might just be dead. Hopefully this is like a dredge deck and not a we die on turn 3 to Grizzlebrand deck. Well, this is a dredge deck, I believe. But this will probably allow our opponent to discard their entire hand. Well, let's Serum Visions. There's white mana. I think we can put Shelf to the bottom, leave Path on top. Play Burial Shelf. Pass the turn. Oh, they didn't even get red mana. I was expecting them to discard their hand to flashback Conflagrate. Instead, Lingering Souls. Alright. Well, let's play Scrying Sheets. Let's Snapcaster, flashback Serum Visions. Serum Visions, Snow-Covered Island. Do we keep both? Gotta keep Serum Visions, right? I guess we want the mana too. Let's put Serum Visions on top, Snow-Covered Island on top. Pass the turn. Next turn we can Eon Hub. Then we can Cover of Winter. And that'll prevent the creature damage. We'll just have to not die to Conflagrate. Another Ghost Quarter. And Life from the Loam. Gives back some lands. Flashback Lingering Souls. Sure. Well, let's Snow-Covered Island, Eon Hub. Do we want to attack? No, no attacks with Snapcaster. We're going to take our beats from these spirits. They could have Abrupt Decay, which would get rid of our Cover of Winter. Worth being aware of. Another Lingering Souls. Alright, spirits everywhere. Well, the good news is, we get to play Scrying Sheets. I guess we get to Serum Visions as well. Serum Visions, Slaughter Pact. Well, we have good things coming next turn. So if we can survive this one turn without getting hit by Abrupt Decay, then I believe we just win. Pass the turn. So Cover of Winter will prevent all the damage from these spirits, assuming they don't have Abrupt Decay to get rid of it. Here comes a big attack. Put an age counter on that. Prevents all the damage. Faithless Looting. Do they have Abrupt Decay? The only question that matters. This doesn't look like Abrupt Decay. Just loams back some lands. And then looting again. Alright. Pitches a Squee, a Vengeful Pharaoh. Well, might as well put another counter on that. Can't really attack with that Vengeful Pharaoh out there. We know our top card is a counter spell. Let's just double up on our Eon Hubs. So Pact of Negation, free with Eon Hub. Same with Slaughter Pack, actually. That's why they're in the deck. Our opponent is still going to have to find a way to get rid of our combo if they're going to win this game. Gets back Bloodghast. They just casting a Conflagrate. 3 damage to the face, sure. Down to 11. Well, let's put another counter on this, up to 3. Draw the delay. Pass the turn. So another Cover of Winter would be good. Alright, Loam. Loam isn't scary. We do not care about that. Wow. X7. Alright. Well, we are going to delay that. Which delay is actually forever as long as we have Eon Hub. Just the best counterspell of all time. Now we just want to find a finisher, like a Karn. Alright, pass the turn. See if our opponent plays anything bigger. We can always Vanish a Bloodghast. They're going to start attacking us with Ghost Quarters. And let's Scry. And they're going to Ghost Quarter in response. Get a Plains. So got rid of our Scrying Sheets. We get a Plains. I think we're in alright shape. Still a little worried about an Abrupt Decay, but... Alright, they fired off all of their Ghost Quarters, but now they can get them back, I'm sure is their plan. But it still takes them a while. They can only play one per turn, so it's going to take them a while to get through all of our basics, because we have a ton of basics. This plan isn't that effective against us. We still have like 6 left in our deck. So let's vanish into memory this Bloodghast. Draw a couple cards. Nothing exciting though. Let's play Boreal Shelf and pass the turn. Still a little worried about Abrupt Decay. Dark Blast, our Snapcaster, not relevant. Ghost Quarter, a land, sure. Still have 4 left in our deck. Let's play Snow-Covered Plains. I guess we can steal a Spirit. At least they're thinning the lands out of our deck. Man, Karn would be sweet. Elspeth would also be decent. Luckily, we have so many basics. And our opponent will deck themselves before we do, if they just can't beat Cover of Winter. Wouldn't mind drawing a second one for insurance. Snapcaster would be good. Another Vanish into Memory would be sweet. Lands are bad. Ooh. Let's just play our Elspeth. Start making some tokens. Play an island. Pass the turn. We don't have to pay the upkeep on Mists either because of Eon Hub. Life from the Loam. Gets back some more lands. Ghost Quarter. We'll let it go. We might have to just win this one by running our opponent out of cards. Kinda seeming like where we're at. Alright, let's pass. They only have 12 cards left in their deck. So that's 12 more turns until we can win. Come on, let's draw another Cover of Winter. Saltmarsh. Ship the turn. Gets back another Bloodghast. We haven't seen any Abrupt Decays yet. Maybe they just do not have them. Another Pact of Negation. Alright, ship the turn. Not really what we wanted. Snapcaster would be good. Hits our Frostmarsh. Get a Plains. Hits our Plains. Get a Plains. And they have finally run us out of basics. Let's Pact of Negation that. So they can't keep Ghost Quartering us. They can't dredge many more times because they're down to 6 cards. And we still have 2 more Pact of Negations. Loam from hand. Come on, Cover of Winter. I guess we can activate it right now since we're not really doing anything. We could hit a Cover of Winter. That is a snow permanent. Snapcaster is decent, hopefully. Let's just ship it back. Opponent's down to 5, maybe. Yeah, 5 in the library. Loam gets back 3 more lands. Sure. Ghost Quarter. So we're drawing Snapcaster. We know that. Good draw. Opponent has to discard a Vengeful Feral. We will pass the turn. Leave up Snapcasters, packs. I think we're going to win by running our opponent out of cards. Whoa, they dredged? Loam. I guess they're trying to set up for a huge flashback of Conflagrate. Loam back lands. Yeah, they're just going to try to go with lethal Conflagrate, and we are going to Pact of Negation for the win. Well, the lock works. It really worked. Our opponent cannot beat it. Sweet. That's what we were hoping for. We get our free Pact of Negation. And that does it! Yes! Oh, getting it done. With Eon Hub and Cover of Winter. Hey, we don't have any graveyard stuff. Pact of Negation doesn't seem great against what our opponent's doing. Kervokian Whisper also seems really bad, since our opponent is on all the little token stuff. Negate is another answer to Conflagrate. Detention Sphere actually is a good Bloodghast answer. Probably better than Path, actually. Seems reasonable. Alright, well, we got the combo. Opponent brought in Thoughtseize. Will they take us Serum Visions? So they just don't care about Eon Hub or Cover of Winter. Well, let's lead on Visions. Delay. Well, we gotta bottom both of these because we need to find lands. Pass the turn. Bloodghast. Bloodghast. Land? Let's just play Boreal Shelf. Pass the turn. Next turn we can Snapcaster our Serum Visions, potentially. They don't have any dredgers, which is nice. Salt Marsh. Alright, let's go Plains into Snapcaster, Flashback, Serum Visions. What do we find? Let's not keep the delay either. We'll just keep nothing. Pass the turn. Here comes Bloodghast. We are down to 16. Another land for our opponent. And what? Another Bloodghast. Alright, Salt Marsh. We might just block with a Snapcaster here, actually, just to slow down the beats. Then we can get our Eon Hub down. They must have sideboard cards to deal with these things. That's got to be what's happening. Yep, there's land. Gets back Bloodghast. Well, let's Eon Hub. Ancient Grudge. Alright, can't do anything about that. We just gotta hope we can get it locked in before we die to these Bloodghasts and so forth. We do have another Eon Hub, which helps. Because then we can Pact of Negation, the flashback. Ooh, Apostle's Blessing is also sweet. Alright, so here's the plan. Eon Hub, Frost Marsh, pass the turn. Pact of Negation, Ancient Grudge. Hopefully they don't have a second one or we're dead. Alright, if we live, we get Cover of Winter with Apostle's Blessing and delay backup. They really have another Grudge. Yeah, now we're essentially dead. That was good drawing for our opponent. Double Grudge, eh? And we didn't have the mana to leave up Apostle's Blessing. Now we gotta pay just to stay alive, which means we're gonna die. Well, there's the Pact of Negation. A little too late. Will they have Conflagrate? Well, that's the nut draw for our opponent. It happens. Man, I wish I had Graveyard exiling stuff. Didn't expect to play Dredge. Keep running into all these really weird, janky matchups. Bring in more counters. Alright, we'll keep it. We gotta hit lands off the Serum Visions, or else. Alright, 2 lands. That's not bad. We got a lot of good things, and we have Ghostly Prison, which is nice if it doesn't get hit by Thoughtseize. Looks like it might. Man, our opponent is very good at drawing sideboard cards, I will say. And they take the negate. Alright, Snow-Covered Plains, go. Oh, Lord. Well, that is unfortunate. Well, we get to resolve a Ghostly Prison, which is something at least. Makes it harder for our opponent to win with Lingering Souls and Bloodghast. There's Lingering Souls. Much less threatening with Ghostly Prison out. Well, now we do nothing. Loam to get back some lands. Land? Alright, Frostmarsh is a land, so that's good. I'd like to get this Elspeth down at some point. If our opponent starts paying 4 mana to attack, that's not a good way to win the game. Eventually we'll find another Eon Hub. And they have all the flashback hate. Alright, we can't do anything about it. Come on, lands. Looting for our opponent. Another land, tapped. Well, let's Snapcaster the Serum Visions. Try to help us find some more lands. Well, there's lands. Put on top, put on top. Burial Shelf, pass the turn. The good news is we are going to resolve an Elspeth. And Elspeth is a good card. Can it race Lingering Souls? We will see. Conflagrate to kill Snapcaster. Alright. Plays a land. Gets in with the spirits. Alright, let's path a spirit token, unfortunately. Untap, slam Elspeth. Start making tokens. They probably can flashback back Conflagrate to kill Elspeth. Attack with all the spirits. Flashback Conflagrate. But it would force them to empty their hand. Problem is we just don't have much going on. Loam's back some lands. And I guess now they can Conflagrate and kill Elspeth and our tokens. Man, this deck scoops so hard to Graveyard Hate. Unfortunately, we do not have any. Yep. Not good. So what is our pathway out of this? To draw, like, Eon Hub into... I don't know. It's hard to see a pathway out since we can't get rid of the graveyard. Which means it's going to be really hard for us to win. And they milled another Conflagrate. Yeah, we're essentially dead. Yep, alright. Well, we won a game though. Alright, against odds time. playing some Eon Hub in Modern, and we're up against the Goblin Guide deck. This has been a rough one so far. Snapcaster on top, Boreal Shelf, go. Alright, see what our opponent has. Another Mountain, no Eidolon yet. Goblin Guide reveals a Serum Visions. Mog War, oh, this is like the 8-whack deck. Alright, Serum Visions, Delay to the bottom, Eon Hub to the top, Boreal Shelf, pass the turn. Well, if we can somehow get things locked in with Eon Hub, then we do actually have some chance. This deck has some amount of burn, but not so much burn that we couldn't counter our way through it. Another Goblin Guide. Do we want them to see our Legion Loyalist? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, let's scoop. Problem is, we have an Eon Hub on top of our deck. Our odds of winning that aren't very great, and if our opponent sees the Eon Hub, then they're going to bring in their Force Smash to Smithereens, and we would rather not have that happen. Ghostly Prison, Timely Reinforcements, Detention Sphere, Journey to Nowhere, Provoking Whispers, really bad against a bunch of 1/1s. We do want to be able to take care of their burn. Vanish into Memory, and I guess we can go down, well, we really need the Eon Hub. We'll go down another Vanish into Memory, and try it like that. Alright. Oh. Can we keep this? We have a removal spell, but no blue mana. I think we got a ship. This is a bit slow, but at least we're on the play, and we got a path. Alright, let's see if we can keep the board clean enough to stay alive. Foundry Street. Yeah, let's just play Frost Marsh, pass the turn. Leave up our path. Also, stay at as high a life total as possible in the meantime. Well, they're playing Signal Pest. Interesting. Is not a goblin. And Goblin Guide. Pumps Foundry Street. Well, let's see what's on top. Snapcaster. Alright, let's half the Foundry Street. Take 2. Then play Scrying Sheets. Leave up the ability to Snapcaster a path. Hopefully, like Snapcaster, block Goblin Guide, path something else would be ideal. Devastating Summons. So we're going to make 2 1/1 red elemental tokens. Well, they have a Bushwhacker. Reckless Bushwhacker. Well, that's not the end of the world. We do take a bunch of damage. We get a Plains. So we get to Snapcaster Mage, Flashback Path, Oh, do we got to get Signal Pest? But then we're not taking much. Then we're taking 4 next turn. If we hit Bushwhacker, I guess we're taking 4 anyway, so we might as well prevent as much damage as possible. Hit the Reckless Bushwhacker. Block Goblin Guide. Drop to 11. Another Pact of Negation. Alright, let's Serum Visions. Detention Sphere, Path, Snow-Covered Island. Snow-Covered Island to the bottom. Detention Sphere to the top. Play Frostmarsh. Pass the turn. Legion Loyalist. They have another Bushwhacker. No Bushwhacker. Alright, let's Path Signal Pest. So we're just taking 3. Down to 8. Foundry Street. Now we get to... Well, let's play this Plains. Play the Plains. Tension Sphere, the elemental tokens. We don't really want to use these Pacts of Negation right now. We would rather have an Eon Hub to make them free, because right now we're going to have to skip our next turn. Burning Tree. Now, if they have a Bushwhacker, we're dead either way. Alright, no Bushwhacker. We take 3. I guess a Goblin Grenade also kills us, but they don't have as many goblins. Can they really play Goblin Grenade? Come on, Frostmarsh. Yeah, well, I mean, we're essentially dead. Just not drawing enough action. Goblin Grenade, Goblin Guide. If we pack, then we die next turn, so there's... Yeah, we're just dead. Alright, against the odds, Eon Hub in Modern. Well, we got a Karn. Boreal Shelf, go. Snow-Covered Island, go. Oh, Lord. Here comes the Eldrazi. Another Snow-Covered Island. So I'm kind of expecting to get hit by Thought Knot, taking our Karn or something. Yep, here it comes. Oh, it's a Displacer. Alright, well, at least it's not a Thought Knot. Scrying Sheets. Gets a Snow-Covered Island. Well, delay's not horrible. Keeps our opponent from playing anything crazy right away. And we could draw into an Eon Hub. I have Ugin. Gets in for 3. Another displacer. Alright. Not like we can really do much about it. But now they can protect each other. Ooh, Path is actually good. They can't protect each other right now. So we get to Path a displacer. They're 1 mana short from being able to activate. Oh, seriously? That lets you activate abilities on Eldrazi as well? Oh, Eldrazi Temple, why are you a card? Not even the old ones do that. You can't use Mishra's Workshop to activate the abilities on artifacts. Seriously, what were you thinking, Wizards? So, here's the thing. The Eldrazi they printed in Oath of the Gatewatch, I don't think they were a mistake. I want Wizards to print sweet cards like that. The mistake was printing cards like Eldrazi Temple and Eye of Ugin, which obviously mean you can't print good Eldrazi, or good cheap Eldrazi, or they will be broken. Like, seriously. I don't know how... Maybe Wizards thought when they printed Rise of the Eldrazi that we would just never print Eldrazi again. It was a one-time thing, and that was the end of it. I guess that's possible. What is our best draw here? Maybe another Path, now that our opponent's actually tapped out? You're in rough shape. Maybe it's just not a good time to be a control deck in Modern. Maybe it isn't the R deck is that bad, but that you just can't play control in Modern. Who would have thought? Yeah, we're just dead. Alright, sure. Oh, Modern. Oh, we got Eon Hubs. Many, many Eon Hubs. Looks like our opponent's going to be able to lead on a Birds. Yup. And another Path. Another Birds. And a Breeding Pool, tapped. Come on, land. Oh, or a third Eon Hub. Don't usually want 3 Eon Hubs. There's the colorless mana. You're gonna get Reality Smashed. Thought Knot. Alright, let's just delay Thought Knot. And Stubborn Denial. Alright, well, we get to Path it. They can take our Karn, I guess, or one of our Paths. Hopefully they take an Eon Hub. That would be sweet. Would love to be able to cycle this into a land, for example. They go with Karn. Gonna make it a little harder to close out the game. Land? Oh my lord, magic gods! Why, Worth? Why do you let us draw all 4 Eon Hubs? Land? Well, at least it's not gonna be an Eon Hub. We know that for sure. We are not gonna top deck any more Eon Hubs. Ancient Stirrings? Sure. Reality Smasher? Thought Knot's here? Why not? Oh, Modern. Used to be a fun place. Ivugan? Oh, so now you can play Reality Smashers and Thought Nazirs every turn! Oh. Or just keep playing Birds. See, like, land? Alright, Serum Visions. Into no lands? Oh my god. Oh my god. Problem is, even though we can kill a every time I look down at my hand and I see those 4 Eon Hubs in a row, it makes me, I don't even know. I would start to laugh, but then also cry a little bit. Oh, here comes something big. Finds a Eldrazi Sky Spawner. 1 mana. Sure. We draw a Serum Visions. Well, here's our lands. Not drawing them till next turn, but why not? Ugh. This is not gonna work. This is not happening. And hey, we get to discard an Eon Hub, so I can stop looking at all 3 in a row. I probably should have scooped about 10 minutes ago. There's no way we're gonna have enough removal to run them out of Ivugan activations. Alright, good enough. See you later, Eldrazi. Alright, against odds time, playing some Eon Hub in Modern. So, snow-covered island. All our lands are snow-covered. That's good. We'll put both on top. Vanish into Memory, super spicy. Serum Visions. Ooh, there's our cover of Winter. We're doing it. We are so doing it. We want our cover of Winter, too. Alright, we'll put them both on top again. Do we even want a Serum Visions? Alright, I think we just pass. We get a card deeper if we wait. We can draw the cover of Winter, Serum Visions into the land, and see 2 fresh cards. We mostly want the Eon Hub. Ooh, that's a lot of colors. Ooh, this Escape Shift. Now let's Serum Visions again. Well, I guess we put them both on top. We can draw the Scrying Sheets next turn, and then use that to draw the other land. Cover of Winter is crazy. If a creature would deal combat damage to you, or one or more creatures you control, prevent X of that damage, where X is the number of age counters on it, you pay a snow mana to put an age counter on it, and it has a cumulative upkeep of a snow mana. But with Eon Hub on the battlefield, cumulative upkeeps don't matter, so this just becomes like one of the craziest damage prevention spells imaginable. So let's just play Scrying Sheets here. Pass the turn. Scrying Sheets adds colorless, pay 1 and a snow mana. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a snow permanent, snow card, you can put it in your hand. Bring to light for Scape Shift 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, if they get a Scape Shift right here, we don't die. They're just gonna like bounce one of our lands or something. The only thing that's bad about that is it means we're not gonna have Pact of Negation online for next turn. Path, not exciting. Replay the island, pass the turn. Well, we still wouldn't be dead, would we? 8 lands on the other hand. I wonder if they go for it, though. I don't know why you'd sack that unless they have a Spell Pierce or something. Maybe they're not going to go for it here. Oh, they needed green mana. So they're just going to go for it? Oh, another Bring to Light. Alright, Bring to Light gets an Eternal Witness. Probably to get back the Bring to Light. To get back Cryptic. So they're going to be able to Cryptic plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to Cryptic plus cast Escape Shift. And that's going to be harder for us to beat. We draw another land. Let's just play another island. Pass the turn. Take our beads from Witness. See if our opponent goes for it. 1, 2, 3. Farseek. Scrying Sheets has drawn us a ton of cards. Ooh, another Pact of Negation? Man, I wish we had Eon Hub. Well, let's play Elspeth. See if this draws out the Cryptic. Yep. Counters it. Bounces Eternal Witness. Maybe this isn't even a Escape Shift deck. It's gotta be, though. Alright. What, gets back Cryptic? Gets back Bring to Light. Do they have a counter, is the question, if they go for this Bring to Light. They need a 1 mana, like a Spell Pierce or a Dispel. Alright, Bring to Light. Gets Escape Shift. So we Pact of Negation, the Escape Shift. Do they have a 1 mana counter? No. Alright. Staying alive. Well, gotta pay 5 for our Pact. Vrokian Whispers. We really need an Eon Hub. Play the Snow-Covered Island. Pass the turn. Opponent passes. Cover of Winter. We have a lot of cards that are built to be good against creature decks. So this is kind of a rough matchup. Might have to get rid of this Eternal Witness. Path Eternal Witness. Come on, Eon Hub. At least Scrying Sheets is good at getting lands out of the way. Well, we get a Cover of Winter. Not an Eon Hub. Alright, let's just pass again. If we ever find the Eon Hub, things all of a sudden get very interesting. And not what we wanted. Alright, let's just pass. Start discarding Cover of Winters, which only prevents creature damage, so it doesn't help against Scape Shift. Frostmarsh is a snowland. Another path. Alright, play the Frostmarsh. Guess we can play a Cover of Winter now. Doesn't do a whole lot here, but eventually they're going to draw another Scape Shift, and they probably will have a counter. Alright, try it. Whoa! It resolved. Oh, we're staying alive. Alright, we get another Pact, which is actually really good. So we gotta pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's fine. We can pay 1 for Cover of Winter. Pay 5. Ooh, that's too. Oh, we didn't pay for Cover of Winter. Oops. Well, we definitely gotta pay for Pact of Negation. Come on, Eon Hub! We've gone through half of our deck almost, and we haven't found an Eon Hub. We gotta find one sooner or later. There it is. Alright, let's see if this resolves. Yeah, let's leave a white man up. Eon Hub? Ooh, now we get to Pact of Negation for free? We don't have to pay on our upkeep because there is no upkeep? So Eon Hub just simply says players skip their upkeep, which makes all of our cards insane. Get another land. Still not sure how well we're matched up against this deck, But we get to play a Cover of Winter, Boreal Shelf, pass the turn. So now, since we never have to pay the cumulative upkeep because there's no upkeep, we can just prevent all damage dealt by creatures, essentially. So let's start putting some age counters on this. And then I think we want to keep activating Scrying Sheets to try to find action. We want to... Ooh, delay is good. Delay is also just a hard counter now. Why, there's an Eon Hub. So we're getting there. Alright, let's keep putting counters on this. Scrying Sheets. Lightning Bolts our face, sure. Lightning Bolts our face, sure. Ooh, another Scrying Sheets is decent. Another Eon Hub. We could use a way to win this game, though. Let's play a second Eon Hub. Pass the turn. So since there's no upkeep, the spell never comes off delay, so it's just like a better counter spell now. Cover of Winter. Let's not do that. Let's just let that go. Another Eon Hub. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. Play another Eon Hub. We're going to leave up our counters. Pitch our Krovokian Whispers. We'd actually love our opponent to play a creature, so we can vanish into memory, so we can draw some cards, so we can find a Karn and win. Also, a Snapcaster wouldn't be bad. Another Scrying Sheets. And we'll let it go with that. Snow-covered Island. Alright, Scrying Sheets. Pass the turn. I'm not tapping out because I want to leave up this delay, just in case our opponent has like a flurry of bolts or something. They have a ton of cards in hand. So let's... Scrying Sheets. Alright. We get a delay, which isn't bad. Take the delay. Play another Cover of Winter. Pass the turn. We will find Karn eventually. Snapcaster is also an excellent draw too if we can find it, because that represents more free counter spells. Ooh, Serum Visions is good. I don't mind that. What is our opponent discarding? Search for Tomorrows. Well, I guess we can leave these both on top just because we can draw them both with Scrying Sheets. Draw the Boreal Shelf, play the Boreal Shelf, pass the turn. Ooh, there's Valakut. That might just kill us. We gotta find our Karn, and we gotta do it quick. Might as well put a couple counters on there. Come on, Karn, to get rid of Valakut. Well, get the Snow-Covered Plains out of the way. I think we actually want to activate one of these on our... Oh, I thought I said a stop. Another Eon Hub. We're just going to die to Valakut, aren't we? Another Eon Hub. See, if this was a creature deck, they would not have any chance. We would have them locked so hard. They can, like, crack these to get mountains, most likely. I don't know why they're not doing it now. We really need that Karn. Path, not what we wanted. Lordy, lordy. Well, put a couple more counters on here. Snow-Covered Plains. Ay! We ran into the no creature matchup. We have 4 Eon Hubs, but we're probably just going to die to Valakut. I can't believe our opponent can't do anything. Oh, that was bad. Didn't even activate my Scrying Sheets, which we might lose because of. What is this? Scape Shift. Alright. We will delay Scape Shift. They're going to remand their Scape Shift. Well, let's delay the remand. Going to remand the remand. So let's Pact of Negation the remand. Do they have another counter spell? Oh, does that mean we're dead? Probably. Well, not dead yet. Come on, give us something good. Scrying Sheets, Frostmarsh, Scrying Sheets. Where's this Karn or Snapcasters? Alright, there's Snapcaster. That's something at least. That's actually more than something because we can, assuming it resolves, we can vanish into memory it to draw a couple more cards. So we might be staying alive. Our opponent still has a million cards in hand though. So let's Snapcaster, flashback, Pact of Negation. Pact of Negation, the Scape Shift. Our opponent has the Snapcaster. Alright. Vanish into memory, our opponent's Snapcaster. Exiles a creature we draw equal to its power. Normally it would return at the beginning of the next upkeep, but there is no next upkeep, thanks to our 5 Eon Hubs. 2 lands! That's not what we wanted. Activate Scrying Sheets. See what's on top. Snow-Covered Plains, yes. There's our Karn, a little too late, maybe. So we're drawing Karn in one unknown. We need that unknown to be a Snapcaster or a Delay. Vanish into memory our Snapcaster. What a ridiculous... Oh, they have a counter? No! Oh, they have Path. Alright, well, let's see if they can actually kill us. That was our deck. 2 Snapcasters, 2 Delays, and a Karn. We had so many outs, we just didn't draw them. Well, for a bad matchup, this was actually really close. Alright, do you have enough mountains, opponent? All mountains? Alright, that does it. Jeez. Well, that was close. Alright, let's try it. We got a negate, that's something. Got a scrying sheets. Suspend search for tomorrow. Plains go. Farseek, do we counter that? Guess we can. We're drawing all of our creature spells, which is not good. It's not really where we want to be in this matchup. We want to be drawing all our counter spells. This feels like an awkward matchup. Wasn't really expecting to play Escape Shift since it's 1% of the meta or something. Search for tomorrow's. Well, let's scrying sheets. See what's on top. A land. Scrying sheets is pretty good. Downside is we might just be dead next turn. Ooh, Escape Shift. And we don't have any of our... We drew all creature stuff, which is not good. I guess maybe I should have held the negate. Or maybe they don't have it. Counter? Serum Visions. Alright, well, Serum Visions isn't a counter, but it does help. There's a Pact of Negation. And Scrying Sheets. I think we put 1 to the bottom and leave Scrying Sheets on top, since we can draw it with the Scrying Sheets we have on the battlefield. Steam Vent's tapped. Oh, maybe our opponent just doesn't have anything going on. Draw the Scrying Sheets. Apostle's Blessing. Do we dare try to resolve an Eon Hub? It would be sweet. If it gets countered, though, we're suddenly in bad shape. Let's just play another Scrying Sheets. Eon Hub doesn't do that much yet, anyway. There's Valakut, so they can start pinging us with their mountains pretty soon. Draw land. Draw a... Ooh, Snapcaster on top isn't bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're going to try to resolve this Eon Hub. Let's cast Eon Hub. That's good, because this means we have double Pact of Negation now. Because we can Pact, Snapcaster Pact, Sakura Tribe Elder, not really relevant. Ooh, Delay's good. We are getting counter spells, which is good. Yeah, let's just pass for now. Still going to want to find a finisher sooner or later. Yeah, let's make our opponent sack it. Yep. No reason to take damage off of it. Alright, search for tomorrow's. Let's do some scrying. Ooh, timely. Not great yet. Could be good eventually. Alright, let's pass. We're actually going to be running into the time problem here in a minute. Scrying sheets. Get a land. Scrying sheets. Opponent's going to bolt our face. Sure. I get a land. Another Eon Hub. Alright, let's island. Play another Eon Hub. Still leaving up all of our counter magic. Discard this Kravokian Whispers. Ooh, our opponent's up to 4 mountains. They're getting close. Let's Scrying Sheets. Path, not very good. Well, let's Snapcaster and Serum Visions. It puts us down a counter, but we can't just keep doing nothing. Our opponent's going to draw out of it, and we're going to run out of time. Plus, with a Snapcaster on board, we can potentially vanish into memory it, and we still have 2 counters. So, Serum Visions... that's fine. Pact on top, Pact of Negation on... Yeah. Alright. Pass the turn. So we can draw the land, and then we'll draw another Pact of Negation. So then we'll have plenty of counters. So that goes to our hand. We actually get to start attacking with Snapcaster. And we get to play an Elspeth. See if that draws out the counter. We might sort of be getting there. We have a bunch of crazy counters in hand, which might be enough. And now we actually have a real threat in Elspeth. Opponent gets a Hallowed Fountain. They are still... I don't know why they don't search out mountains. Maybe they... I don't know. I guess they're still on the hopefully going to win with Scape Shift plan. Scape Shift. Alright, let's just delay the Scape Shift. Opponent's going to Cryptic. We will Pact of Negation the Cryptic. Which, of course, we don't have to pay for. And that did it! We actually won a game! Oh, Eon Hub and counter spells that are good with Eon Hub deck. Pact of Negation in our deck, when we have an Eon Hub, is just straight up better than Force of Will. Card's absurd. Oh my god. So obviously we went on to lose the game 3 against Scapeshift in short order. So I wanted to end on a high note. I left that one off, but oh my goodness, Eon Hub is rough. Oh, so as I was building Eon Hub deck, there are just not a lot of good ways of abusing Eon Hub. This was the best I could come up with, and this deck suffered from a couple of problems. For one thing, control just isn't very good in Modern at the moment. It's not a good format for control. For another thing, we have a lot of cards that do really cool things with the Eon Hub, like Pact of Negation is a free counter, Slaughter Pact is a free removal spell, Krovokian Whispers as a control magic, Cover of Winter as this crazy damage prevention spell. But all of those cards are super risky because a lot of people play ways to remove an artifact. So when we Pact of Negation something, and then our opponent Ancient Grudges our Eon Hub, we are in really rough shape. So there's just a lot of ways for this to go wrong. The other way to possibly build this deck would be to go almost like we did with Inverter of Truth, where you use Eon Hub to shut down negative abilities on creatures. The problem with that is the good creatures are like 2 and 3 mana. You can get like 2 mana 4/4s that have like a cumulative upkeep, or there's this Phyrexian Snow Gorger. It's a 3 mana 8/8, but you have to sack a creature at the beginning of your upkeep. But those also, they just wouldn't do anything unless we had the Eon Hub. So we'd have a handful of creatures. We'd have to wait until turn 5 to play Eon Hub, and then hope we can play a bunch of 4/4s and get there. And that didn't seem like a much better path. So I guess my overall impression is there really isn't a good way of building an Eon Hub deck in Modern. There is no like auto win, like if you do this, you're just going to win the game type of thing. No combo that just suddenly finishes the opponent out of nowhere. So you got to build these like weird grindy decks, and I don't know, Eon Hub just doesn't do enough. So I'm glad we tried it. It's fun to try these weird janky cards. I'm glad we managed to win 2 games out of the 14 we played, or whatever it ended up being. So the percentage was obviously minuscule. We won less than 20%, about 15% of our games in 0 matches, and in a lot of the matches we didn't even come close. So it was just, overall, it was a pretty rough card to build around, but it was still fun, and I'm glad we did it. And, you know, that's the thing about Against the Odds. You got to try these weird, wacky cards because you don't know until you try it. Like, it's not too often that you get a chance to sit down and think, well, is there a way to build an Eon Hub deck? And sometimes that deck ends up being relatively competitive and pretty sweet. Other times, by trial and error, you learn, well, there's just not a way to build an Eon Hub deck in Modern, and that's what we learned this week. There just isn't a good way of doing it. Anyway, I still had fun doing it. I hope it was at least somewhat fun to watch my pain as we got crushed again and again, trying to do cool things with the Eon Hub. Anyway, make sure to check out the website, mtggoldfish.com. That's where you'll find the article for this Against the Odds, the poll for the next Against the Odds, decks, prices, metagame strategy, pretty much everything and anything you could want related to Magic the Gathering. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to click that subscribe button that's sitting down at the bottom of your screen. It'll keep you up to date on all the latest and greatest in video content from mtggoldfish.com. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed our extremely painful Eon Hub videos for Modern, and I will talk to you soon.